All right, so when you go to do your letters, let's say that you want to find the equation of this line. The orange one here. In order to find the equation, what kind of information do we need? Chris, we need the slope. So there's two ways we can find the slope. We can either go on the graph and count rise over run, or we can use a formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you can anybody look at that graph and tell me the rise over run? Up what? 2 over 1, so my slope is what? 2. Or I could just find the ordered pairs, because maybe your slope's not obvious when you do your lines. Maybe it's not so obvious. So this is 6, 3. And this one is 7, 5. So then I would do 5 minus 3 over 7 minus 6, which is 2. So same answer. So we need to find our slope first. What is our second step? Drake? What's our second step? How am I going to find that?
Are you still talking?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Sorry.
Can't you just go down by the slope?
I can keep doing that until I hit the y-axis. That's a lot of work. How did we learn how to do it in here? I just have to find the equation of the line. Technically, I don't need the y-intercept. However, it will give me the y-intercept. And that's why we're going over this. All your faces. Yes, Katie.
Yeah. You plug a point in, like x and y, to the equation for
What equation?
slope and intercept.
You can, but that's not the way I taught it.
Okay.
That works also. If you have a point and the slope, does that give you hints? Point slope form. So we have 2 points, but we're going to use point slope form because that's what we're studying right now. So that's how I would expect you as an Algebra 2 student to be able to find this answer. We're going to use point slope form. So this project is instead of us doing section 1-3, this project is instead of that. So that's why we're going over doing the things you should be doing. Otherwise, we just do section 1-3. Bless you. But I thought this would be more interesting than doing another worksheet. Okay. So we're going to do point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals slope times x minus x1. And then we plug in the slope, and we plug in an x and a y. Which x and y doesn't matter. Which x and y should I do? First one, 6, 3. So that means the 3 goes with the y and the 6 goes with the x. So then we're going to distribute the 2 and get 2x minus 12, add 3, and I get 2x minus 9. So where is my y-intercept at? It's at -9. So I'd have to go down for a while before I would have found it that way. You can, count on the graph, but I really need you to practice this skill so you have it for when we take our test. So this would be the equation of that line. Just that one orange segment right there. There is one thing after you find the equations that says on your directions that you have to do after you find the equations is it asks to find the domain and the range of each segment. So we're going to find the domain and the range of just this segment. So you guys are going to tell me, domain is what? The x's. So we're going to look at just the x numbers. It's going to start at 6 and it's going to end at 7. And is it everything in between? Okay, to write that, you write 6 less than equal to x less than equal to 7. So you're saying that the x values go between 6 and 7. And then what about my y values, the range? So domain's x, range is y. What do those values go between? 3 and 5. So we'll say 3 less than equal to y less than equal to 5. This is the correct way of writing your domain and range. If you write it a different way, I cannot guarantee it will be correct. This is the correct way. So if you're not writing down the example, I hope you plan to watch this video again later when you do your own work. Okay? And that's just one segment. I'm going to have to do the math again for this segment, and I'll also need the equation of my vertical line with domain and range as well. Okay? But you're going to do that for every segment. And that is a project that's going to be ongoing. We're not going to take like an entire day of class and say, let's work on our project. We'll just have 20 minutes here or 30 minutes there. So you want to bring it each day, and you want to kind of work on it on your own. In class, there's not going to be time where I say, figure out what letters you're going to do. So your assignment, you got to study for your quiz, other than studying for your quiz, is maybe figure out what letters you want to do. Just make sure you have your review did I hand it out yet? No. You have a review, that's it. We have a quiz tomorrow. You got to be ready. I'm going to stop this video.